All right. You should be able to follow along with what I've got going on up here, even if your book doesn't have those pages. So just bear with me. We'll be able to get this figured out. We worked through language of multiplication the other day. We'll be doing division expressions for today. And very similar. Let's take, for example, we know that every time we see m, it equals 3, n it will equal 5, and p will equal 4. And if I said, okay, knowing that, what is p over 2? Because p is equal to 4, 4 divided by 2 is 2. And if I asked what is 20 over n, if I know that n is 5, then it will equal 4. Okay? So not really anything that you haven't seen before. If I were to ask mn over 3. Yeah, if m is 3 and n is 5, 15 on top over 3 will equal 5. Right, 15 over 3, 5. And then, if I said p squared over 2, knowing that p is 4, 4 squared, 16, right? 4 times 4 over 2 is 8. Do you need to move up? Do you want to just sit there? Huh? You want a printout? Yeah. Well, that gives you access to the book. No, it wasn't. Huh? It is pretty rude. All right. A is 3. B squared all over 2. Now, once we get, it's very important to put down what those variables are equal to and see everything before you start working. Now, you're going to apply order of operations. Yes, ordinarily you would divide before you would add. But I can't divide until what? Well, until I know also, yeah, I'm going to do this. But I can't divide by 2 unless I know what's actually being divided by 2. So to simplify everything on top, get one value, which in this case is going to be 28. Now I can divide the 28 by 2 to get 14. But I can't start dividing. I can't say, okay, 3 divided by 2 or 5 squared divided by 2. I've got to simplify this whole thing before I can take it to the next step. Okay? I'll give you a couple to try. Brand new set of variables. P equals 2. Q is 4. R is 3. S is 5. T is 6. Okay? And if I were to ask you t to the third over 12. T to the third, so that would be 6 to the third power over 12. 6 to the third does not mean 6 times 3, but 6 times 6 times 6 all over 12. 36 times 6 is 216. So 216 over 12, if you don't know what it is, what do you have to do? Yeah, you gotta set it up. Okay, so 1 and then 96 is going to be 8, should be 18. P plus Q. P is 2. Q is 4 squared all over 2. 4 squared is what? 16 plus 2. 18 over 2. 9. Yeah. What does it say? Because the square is right up here. If it were like, 3t, multiplying t times 3, it's always put in front of the variable. And it's always about the same size, or it's bigger. Okay, the squares noticeably are smaller, and they come up in the upper right-hand corner. Okay. All right. Do a couple more, or are you good?